Om Namasivaya. Om Namasivaya. Om Namasivaya. Om Namasivaya. Namaskaram and welcome to the second episode of Śiva-Bodha-Mālikā. The deity we worship as Shiva is none but the Vedic Rudra, with certain more aspects associated, mainly from the Itihasas and the Puranas. Let's again start with the word itself. What does the word Shiva mean? Shivam asya asti iti Shivaha. The one to whom auspiciousness belongs to, or one who is auspicious, Mangalam, is Shiva. Shiva itself means Mangala, or auspiciousness. In fact, that is the way we see the word Shiva being used at many places in the Rudra Prashna also. Namaste Rudra Manyava Utota Ishave Namaha. Namaste Astu Dhanvane Bahubhya Mutate Namaha. Yata Ishu Shivatama Shivam Babhuvate Danuhu. Shiva Sharavyaya Vatayano Rudra Mradaya. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanura Ghora Papakashini. So let the bow be auspicious to us, let the arrow be auspicious to us. Shiva, Shivatara, Shivatama. Auspicious, more auspicious, most auspicious. In fact, the word Shiva is recognized as the very aspect of Rudra, Namasivaya cha, as we explained in the last episode as well, comes as one of the namas of Rudra. Namasivaya cha, Shivataraya cha. Shivatara, more auspicious, and Shivatama, most auspicious. In fact, this Namasivaya has become the core essence or the bija mantra or the main mantra of the Shaiva Siddhanta. Of Shaivism itself, Namasivaya is the basis, is the fundamental. In fact, the entire Shaivism has been built around this mantra. If you ask the great Mahatmas, they will say that literally you could translate Namasivaya as prostrations to Shiva, right? But each and every syllable, Namashivaya, is a bijakshara in itself and is auspicious in itself. That is why they try to change the sequence and also do the chanting. Namashivaya, Nashivayama, Shivaya Nama, Vashiya Nama. Like that, they keep on changing the sequence of these syllables, of these letters itself, and do the chanting to ensure or to validate the point that each of these aksharas itself are auspicious. Taking this essence is how the great Shaivite saint Manikyavachakar began the Tiruvachagam itself with this mantra, Namasivaya Vazhga. Hail Namasivaya. And the great Shaivite saint Sambandar in the Namasivaya Padigam says that Namasivaya mantra is the essence of the four Vedas. It is assumed to be one of the last Padigams of Tirujnana Sambandar. Let us listen to both of these verses now. Namasivaya Vazhga, Nadantal Vazhga, Ivaipurudum en nengil நீங்காதாள் வாழ்க போகையாண்ட உருமணிதல் தாழ்வ ஆகமமாகி நின்ற அண்டிப்பான் தாழ்வாழ்க As I mentioned earlier, the aspect of Shiva evolved from the aspect of Rudra that we see in the Vedas. Many stories, many other aspects started getting associated with the Vedic Rudra. Even in the Valmiki Ramayana, you will find a lot of stories related to Shiva with relation to the burning of Manmatha, with the birth of Kartikeya, which is the Kumara Sambhava, Vishwamitra receiving the mantras and the missiles, astras, Astra Vidya from Shiva, along with the Atma Vidya or the essence of the Upanishads. We find the episode of the killing of Daksha, Daksha Yaga and the Daksha Vadha. And at that time is when Shiva uses the bow and targets all the devas because they had not offered the Havir Bhaga as a part of the Daksha Yajna. And it is this Shiva Dhanus about whom Janaka explains to Vishwamitra and Rama Lakshmana when they reach Mithila. You also find stories of Shiva granting boons to Ravana, creation of Vedavati to put an end to Ravana, the curse of Nandikeshwara, and many more. So in Valmiki Ramayana, which is the Adi Kavya itself, you find so many stories related to Shiva. And then on it gets elaborated in the Mahabharata and the various Puranas. And that is how we have the different stories associated with Shiva. In later times, evolving from the aspects of Rudra that we discussed last. The Amara Kosha, putting the various synonyms for Rudra or Shiva, says Shambhuhu Ishaha Pashupatihi Shivaha Shuli Maheshwaraha Ishwaraha Sharvaha Ishanaha Shankaraha Chandrasekharaha Bhuteshaha Khanda Parashuhu Girishaha Girisho Mradaha Mrityunjayaha Kriti Vasaf Pinaki Prathama Amatadipaha Ugraha Kapardi Shrikantaha Shitikantaha Kapalabhrit Vamadevaha Mahadevaha Virupakshas Trilochanaha Krishanuretaha Sarvajno Durjatir Nilalohitaha Haras Maraharo Bhargaha Trimbakaha Tripurantakaha Gangadaraha Andhaka Ripuhu Kratudvamsi Vrishadhvajaha Vyomakeshaha Bhavaha Bhimaha Sthanu Rudra Umapatihi Ahir Budnyaha Ashtamurtihi Gajarihi Mahanataha. Various aspects of Shiva are elaborated in these different synonyms, which we shall see in all the upcoming episodes. Probably there will be one episode even devoted to each one of these names that we shall see in the upcoming episodes. There are also associations drawn in the Amara Kosha with the appearance of Shiva as Kapardin, Chatajuta, Pinakadhara, these aspects of Shiva. Shiva as possessing the 8 yogic powers of Anima, Mahima, Garima, Laghima, Praptihi, Prakamya, Ishitvam, Vashitvam. All these 8 Ashtadha Yoga, Ashtasiddhis is possessed by Shiva. There is where the prominence of Shiva as a yogi is illustrated. Then the relation between Shiva and Parvati, that is also something that we start finding from the Valmiki Ramayana, and definitely there are names of Parvati also given in succession in the Amara Kosha. In the Upanishads, you only find the term, you do find the term Uma Haimavati. You do find that, but there Uma Haimavati comes in the form of a guru, a realized person who explains to Indra that the Yaksha who was asking questions to Indra was none other than Brahman itself. So she shows the way, she shows the path, she shows Ishvara to Indra. So in a way she acts as the guru, and the later time development of Shiva as Parabrahman or Parameshwara. Then there are also in succession in the Amarakosha you find synonyms for Ganapati, relating Ganapati to Shiva as his son, Kartikeya, and also the various ganas of Shiva, Shringi, Bhringi, Ritihi, Tundi, Nandiko, Nandikeshwaraha, etc. These are all different aspects that we shall deal with in the upcoming episodes. So, thus we find that the Vedic Rudra that we spoke about and saw in the last episode slowly starts evolving with more and more aspects associated with him. And now we commonly refer to him as Shiva, of whom Rudra is also one aspect, right? So we find that different aspects of Shiva about whom we shall talk about and worship and meditate in the upcoming sessions. Now we shall listen to a song, a kriti of Tyagaraja Swami, where he says, "O people, please chant the name Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. That itself is enough to take you across this samsara sagara." If you remember in the Rudra Prashna, there is a nama for Rudra, Bhavasya Hetyai Jagadam Pataye Namaha. Bhavasya Hetyai, he is a Hetu for crossing the ocean of Bhavasagara, the Bhavasagara, crossing the ocean of Bhava. So, Tyagaraja Swami says, just chanting the name of Shiva, Shiva, just saying Shiva, Shiva itself is enough to cross this Bhavasagara. Rather than focusing on and holding on to your Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, leave aside all that and put some Bilva Patras on Shiva. Do some Bilvarchana. Worship the Lord in your heart and ever chant the name of Shiva. You are definite to get Sadgati. We shall now listen to this kriti of Tyagaraja Swami.
Shiva, 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 Rada. Shiva, 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 Rada. Shiva, 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 Rada. Oi, Baba, Baya, Badala, Rada. Shiva, 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 Rada. Ori Baba Baya Badala Tugora Shiva 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 Yanada Amatula Tegakoshi Amatula Tegakoshi Parabhamala Parula Dhanamula Pamaratvamu Nadamasi Pamaratvamu Nadamasi Pamaratvamu Nadamasi Atine Mamuto Bilvarchana Tesi Shiva 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 Yanada Sajana Gana Mulakachi Ori Mojagadishwarudani Matinati Lajadula Tonagachitana Jalajamunu Apujuchi Shiva 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 Yanada దశలు సారించి భాగవతులతో పోషించి భాగవతులతో పోషించి వర త్యాగరాజ సనుతుడని యోచి శివ 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 ఎనరాద ఓరే భవభయ బాధల ననచూరాద శివ 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 ఎనరాద
I hope all of you enjoyed the session today. We shall now be focusing on different aspects of Shiva in the upcoming episodes, not just aspects of Shiva, but the festivals associated with Shiva, the worship of Shiva, the temples associated and Tirtha Kshetras associated with Shiva, and all these different things is what we shall try to delve upon in our upcoming episodes. Until I see you next Monday, same time at Subbu's Corner. Namaskara.